Hey YouTube, it's been a couple days. I am Z-Town Train. This is just a basic dude vlog, and I was gonna do another bag of tricks video, or I was gonna do something about some outdoor gear or a knife or something cool. Those seem to get views, but I really need to talk about this tool that has been saving my ass a lot lately, and it is the Hyper-Tough 8-volt cordless rotary tool, like a Dremel, but not a Dremel. So this bad boy comes with a little bitty toolkit full of grinding wheels and wire brush wheels and little cutter wheels and all the attachments. You can take them apart and attach different things to the wands. Here's a little brush that comes on it. And this bad boy has been absolutely godsend. My kid got it for me last Christmas, maybe the Christmas before. And I use it all the time, and I just never thought maybe we ought to put this bad boy on the channel, because he's between $22 and $30 for this rotary tool, and it is handy as hell. The charger is USB-C, just like your phone, your new phone, and you have here, this is a lock. When you push that lock in, turn this until you find the notch where the notch is in the drive, and then you take your little wrench here and you loosen up the tool that's on there, and that little nut comes loose and the tool comes out. You put whatever tool you're using back in, finger tighten him down. All the time you're holding on to this lock, because if you don't, it turns, right? Find that notch, you're holding that lock down, take your little handy dandy wrench there and tighten her down. Now it has multiple speeds. I mean, when you get down to it, these things are just a motor attached to a controller, right? Turn him on. He's got a light so that you can look at your work, whatever you're doing and working on. You get a really good light on it, and you have a speed controller. Now, this thing has absolutely saved my ass multiple times. It is a really great little tool. For under $30, you can't beat it. So it's perfect for cheap gear review, but it's handy for a billion different things. What I did with it today, I have the 2009 Ford Explorer. I have not named it yet. I need to find a good name for, or not Explorer. Oh, my bad. 2009 Ford Escape. I used to own an Explorer. I have an Escape now. But the Escape, it's an awesome rig. I got it for $3 grand, put $500 for the suspension parts under it, and it runs great. There's a few things that are missing for $3,000, like the stereo system and the speakers, which I'm going to have to rectify at some point, because I hate running around without a stereo. However, there are things that happen with an older car. It's got a really good engine in it. Everything's strong. Everything's clean. Doesn't leak a drop of oil. Knock on wood. However, things do break. Plastic breaks after time. So what happened today? Today, the regulator for my passenger side window broke in a way that is difficult to fix. If you look here, and we move them around a little bit, right there are two little knobs at the end of those cables that go into a plastic bracket, and that is what this motor moves to move your window up and down, are these cables. That little plastic bracket in there kind of gave up. And here's the thing about that, right? They could put a piece of metal there, but they're not gonna. So you have to buy $30, $40, $50 parts. Well, I'm not gonna do that right now with that car. I will maybe eventually replace it, but I don't think I'm gonna have to, and I'll show you why. So, sorry about the sweat. This is Florida, and it's a billion degrees today. What I did was, if you look here, you see some black melted plastic. Okay? Now, you might say, that looks like a crackhead fix. And I would say, you're not completely wrong. It doesn't look perfect. What I did was, I took a... Where is it? Where'd it go? Uh-oh. Give me 1 second. So, I took a black plastic zip tie and used it sort of like solder with one of these torches. Now, this torch I bought for $30 to heat up a bolt. It was actually a tie rod end to get the tie rod end off of the suspension when I did the escape. But I took it, heated up that plastic, and melted it like solder into that hole where everything had worn out, and melted and melted and melted. You have to be very careful that you don't start it on fire. You just melt it and work that all the way into what holds those two knobs, okay? And sort of heated it up down in there. Then, so that it would still slide on the track, I took my little rotary tool and my little grindy wheel here and ground it smooth and lowered the height of that plastic down so that it would ride on the track. And without this, it would have taken hours with a little hand file in that little hole or something. But instead, I was able to do it in 5 minutes with my little hyper tough rotary tool. Absolutely handy, absolutely a great tool. I give this bad boy a 5 out of 5. I've never owned a real Dremel. Right when I saw this, this one was on sale for $15 2 years ago. It's $30 now, ish, right? 22 to 30, depending on where you look. And I've never owned a real Dremel, so I don't know if it's worse or better than a real Dremel rotary tool. But for the price, this thing is a 5 out of 5. Absolutely wonderful. One of my favorite gifts I've ever received. Again, I'm sorry about this, but it's like 95% humidity here. And I'm working outside today. And so everything is super crazy sweat for me. I'm a polar person. And these tropics are melting me. Anyway. So it comes with all different kinds of stuff, grinding wheels. It has wheels you can put sandpaper on. It has 2 different kinds of brushes that came with it. This is a plastic one, and it has buffer wheels, little buffer wheels to smooth stuff out. It has just been handy. And I thought that I would show, I was sitting there using it today, and I hadn't done a video in a while, and my voice had started to feel better. I've been really sick and tired. Everyone in my family got the flu, and I just felt awful for a couple of days there. But I feel pretty good today. I still feel really tired. But it's working its way out. I'm sweating it out. Anyhow, the Hyper Tough 8-volt cordless rotary tool. 5 out of 5. It's from Walmart is where this one came from, and I think it's great. You should try it out. I am Z-Town Train. This is just a basic dude vlog, and I'm out of here. You guys have a great day. I'll see you.